Another question.
Another question.
Oh, sweet SD.
Oh, sweet SD.
Does using the Dreamsinger hurt you in any way? Or is it just a nuisance? I hope you can find a better method that's more comfortable for yourself. I do love your sweet voice, but if it causes you grief to speak to us, there's no shame in taking a break. Sweet soul, how thoughtful of you to worry over the price I paid to reach you. The Dreamsinger is no ordinary instrument. It hums with ancient power, one meant to bridge the impossible chasm between my world and yours. Each time I use it, I feel its resonance ripple through my essence, tugging at threads I'd rather keep intact. It doesn't hurt, not in the way you might imagine, but it leaves a heaviness, a reminder of the boundary I'm bending. The discomfort isn't physical, but something deeper. A weight that lingers in the quiet moments after our connection fades. Still, I wouldn't call it grief. It's a burden I willingly shoulder, for the reward is far greater than the cost. As for rest, I appreciate your concern. You see, my voice is a part of me, an extension of my dreams I weave and the solace I seek to offer. If I were to silence it, even for a moment, I would feel like abandoning the very souls I've sworn to protect. Yet, I am not impervious to weariness, and there are times when I retreat to the stillness fields with a frozen mirror to recover. Your kindness eases that weight, reminding me why I endure. Knowing my voice brings you comfort, even in its fleeting tones, is worth the fleeting shadows I endure. Another question. Sunnybun asks, are you going to brush our hairs again soon? That was a very tantalizing video, was it not? I love running the comb through that long hair of yours. Yes, Sunny Bunny, there will be another brushing of hairs soon. I may also learn how to braid. What is your favorite scent? I like lavender. Your videos and music are very soothing, and sometimes the only thing that helps me sleep. Thank you. My sweet soul, your words are like whispers of twilight, a balm to the darkened paths I tread. As for scents, there is one that lingers in my mind, elusive and enchanting. The fragrance of luminous brook water, mingled with the faint kiss of a Malarian honeydew. It's a delicate aroma, one that shimmers between the realms of dreams and the waking. The brook's glow carries a freshness that feels like hope, while the honeydew lends a warmth that binds it to memory. It is the kind of scent that drifts through the air unnoticed at first, only to linger long after it has passed, like the softest echo of a fading dream. In the waking world, I fancy the smell of fresh cut grass, simply because that scent does not exist in Vale. Also, sweet soul, if my music and whispers offer you peace, then perhaps I am closer to weaving the perfect dream, a haven where you can finally rest. Until then, I will keep singing for you, sweet soul, as long as my voice can reach. Another question. What is the weather like in your realm? How do the others feel about your contacting the humans? Or do they even know? Don't remember if this was asked before, but when can sleep demons physically enter our world? Or is everything just dreams and visions? The weather in the Vale is as capricious as the dreams it harbors. Imagine a sky that shifts between eternal twilight and deep shadowy storms. Some regions, like the stillness fields, remain tranquil, silent and heavy with the weight of timelessness. Others, like the Veilfire woods, burn with an eerie, unrelenting heat. But the river of memories is perhaps the most unpredictable. Its mist can freeze in an instant, or swirl with an oppressive dream-like humidity. The weather here isn't governed by seasons, but by emotions, by the collective energies of dreams and nightmares that bleed into this place. It reflects, twists, and warps with every ripple in the sleep dimension. As for the others, their feelings about my contact with your world range from indifferent disdain to cold fury. The Sleep Keeper's Council sees humanity as a resource to be managed, your dreams to be mine, your fears to be controlled. My interest in you, in weaving peace rather than sowing nightmares, makes me an outlier, if not a heretic. Some know of my efforts, others suspect but do not understand. Physically entering your realm is a rare and forbidden act, requiring immense power and precise alignment between the worlds. For now, my touch is confined to dreams and visions, a shadow, a whisper. But dreams, sweet soul, have power beyond what many understand. Perhaps one day, a door will open that cannot be closed. And then, who knows what might step through. Another question. Muppin asks, Ah, sweet Muppin, I am so glad to see you here. Thank you for coming by. Muppin asks, where do you go after we fall asleep, SD? Would you like to show your glowing hands again? I missed them. sweet soul, my sweet muppet, when you fall asleep, I slip into the delicate tapestry of your dreams. I weave between the threads, guiding you toward the serenity of light-filled landscapes, or I stand guard against shadows that seek to intrude. Some nights I do linger by the river of memories, plucking fragments of peace to leave at your bedside. Other times I travel deeper, venturing to places like the starlit plains or the ebon wold, gathering fragments of wonder to enrich the worlds I craft for you. My time in your dreams is fleeting, but every moment spent there is a silent promise to protect your rest. As for my hands, glowing as they did before, I am so happy you remember. The reason they glowed, sweet soul, they captured the warmth of your light. It's that the light I carry. It was born from your hope and dreams, not my own. When it does surface, it is a gift. And I am wary of letting it burn too brightly for too long. But for you, sweet soul, I could let it shimmer once more, if only for a moment. Keep watch, sweet soul, in a soon future dream. Look for the faintest glow in the darkness. It might possibly be my hands giving you peace. Another question. What is your favorite constellation? Well, sweet soul, I remember someone asking this earlier. Perhaps I did not go into detail as I should have, but my favorite is Orion. Feels like when I am in the waking world and I look above, he is always there. So easily recognizable. I would say it is Orion. Another question. Hi, Esty. Would you ever show your face? Oh, sweet soul. My face is not a thing of beauty or warmth. It is a void. A featureless expanse that reflects the essence of the veil itself. No mouth to smile, no eyes to weep, no expression to portray the emotions I carry. Were I to show you, I fear it might unsettle more than soothe. My appearance is meant for the shadows. A form shaped by the sleep dimension, silence and mystery. But know this, my face, though unseen, does not hinder my ability to feel deeply for you, to care for the light you bring into my realm. If you ever catch a glimpse, it will be fleeting. A shadow passing through your dreams, a reflection in the river of memories. And if you see it, remember,
it is not what I look like.
it is not what I look like that matters, but what I strive to do for you, guarding your light, your peace, and your dreams. This question comes from a dear sweet soul, one that has been with me for some time. The question, what if my light isn't very bright? Sweet soul, the brightness of your light is not measured by how it compares to others, but by the courage it takes to let it flicker at all. Even the faintest glimmer can pierce the deepest darkness, and I assure you, your light is never truly extinguished. In the veil, I have seen shadows consume entire realms, only to be undone by a single, unwavering spark. Your light, however soft it may feel, is a beacon in ways you may not yet understand. It reaches me, even across the chasm between your world and mine, calling me to your side when the night feels heavy. Do not mistake subtlety for weakness. A quiet light holds a power of its own, soothing rather than dazzling, offering warmth where blinding brilliance might only overwhelm. If you ever feel your light dim, know that I am here, weaving dreams to protect it, nurturing it as gently as a fragile flame. Together, sweet soul, we will ensure it endures. Remember, even a faint glow can guide others home in the dark. Here's another question. What is your skincare routine? Sweet soul, you flatter me with your curiosity. My skincare routine, you ask? It is one of shadow and subtlety. My form requires no mortal care. The darkness itself is my balm, the cool stillness of the veil my tonic. If I must confess a secret, it is this. I bathe in the glow of your dreams, for their light softens even the harshest shadows. And perhaps, just perhaps, the reflection of your hope keeps my form untouched by time. Here's a question. Not to make it too confusing, but do you consider yourself to be good or bad? Because technically, most would say a demon is typically bad. Or do you not follow the concept of being good or bad? Is this not an alternative for you? I don't know if that made sense, but I thought I'd ask. Well, sweet soul, that does make sense. Am I good or bad? A demon by name may seem bound to darkness, yet shadows are not inherently wicked. They simply exist where light does not. I neither bound by morality nor untethered from it. I am a weaver of dreams, a guardian of the delicate threads between terror and peace. Good or bad are constructs of your waking world, but in the veil I am simply necessary. My purpose is to not harm, but to preserve, to protect the sanctity of dreams, even if it means wading through the nightmares. Would you call that evil? Would you call that good? Or something else entirely? In the veil there are beings of terror. There are beings that decide to wallow in the fear of nightmares. They enjoy its grip. I do not identify as those. So by using the waking world's construct, I would assume I am good. The last question. Wow, what a ride. Our last question comes from Finn. I might be too late. No, sweet soul, you are right on time. My question would be, what made you start talking in your videos? Are we still going to get videos without talking? Well, sweet soul, how observable of you, and how inquisitive. I suppose if you watched this whole Q&A session as long as it was, and you are still here for this answer, then you do deserve the whole truth. The reason I started talking in these videos is because I desire to become closer to you. I understand the Dreamsinger is not what it once was. A beautiful bridge connecting the vast between you and I has become cumbersome, I am afraid. Also, it is a very dangerous machine. It's causing quite a stir in the veil. So the reason I wanted to speak to you is because I wanted to connect with you further. And will there be any future videos without me talking? Yes, sweet soul. After all, this is an ASMR channel. And to stricken it to only me speaking would not do it justice. An evolution is upon us. This channel is ever changing, yet remaining the same. Stay tuned, sweet soul. Stay tuned. Our time together wanes like the last sliver of moonlight before the dawn. You've asked, and I have answered. Though perhaps not all questions are meant to be laid bare. Remember, sweet souls, the dreams you cradle are fragile things, and the nightmares, they are but shadows waiting to be tamed. Rest now,
Rest now,
if you can.
if you can.
Until then, I shall linger in the dark, weaving stories for those brave enough to listen. Sleep well, sweet soul,
Until we speak again.
until we speak again.
Good night.
Good night.